Hello there, friends. It's Jimmy Maverick, and I wanted to talk to you today about some of the specific features of the app. And today I want to talk to you about something called expected draft position. Now, if you haven't done so already, I encourage you to please go to my website, fantasyfootballmaverick.com. That is where my app is located. You can access my app from any web-connected device, and all you need to do is subscribe to it. Just click on Get the App, and you can subscribe to it and utilize it on all of your fantasy drafts this season. Now, what is expected draft position? Well, in the current fantasy football universe, there's basically two ways to get your information as to what order the players are going in, right? In one case, you've got rankings, and every fantasy football website has their own rankings, top 200 lists, top 300 lists, whatever. But all that is just someone's general opinion, their opinion of the players and what order they think the players should go into. It doesn't necessarily reflect the reality as to when players are actually being selected in live drafts. And you see this all the time, like Yahoo's top, their listing of players. It often has very little bearing as to when the players are actually selected. It does certainly define it to a certain extent, but if a certain bad piece of news comes out, like today, Jonta Foreman just got cut from the Houston Texans, well, all of a sudden his value is going to start falling down the draft list. But they're still going to keep him up at wherever they have him right now, probably the 130s, the 140s, wherever, right? The only other way to get information as to when players are being selected is to use ADP, which is called average draft position, right? That's what that stands for. And average draft position is a little bit better, but only if the players are maintaining a relatively stable draft position on the board. If players start rapidly moving up or down the draft list, what happens is that there's a lag on ADP. Like, let's say for the whole month of July, player X has been drafted at pick number 60, but all of a sudden something really good happens. He does something really good in training camp or preseason or whatever, and he's thrust into the lead role. And so now people are selecting him at pick number 30. Okay, well, under average draft position, what you're going to see is he'll start moving up the draft board, but he's not going to move up enough. He's going to move from 60 up to like 45 because there's all these drafts that were conducted in July where he was taken at 60th, and they're just averaging the whole thing. Likewise with players moving down the draft board, same thing. There's a lag, and what happens is if a player is moving up the draft board, you're going to wait too long to take him if you use ADP because there's a lag there, and if he's moving down the draft board, you're going to end up taking him too early using ADP because there's a lag on the downside. So what's the solution, right? The solution is what I created for my app, and it's an algorithm that I call expected draft position. And what I look at is mock drafts that have taken place over the past 5 days, and from those stats, just the last 5 days, where are those players most likely to be drafted on the draft board? It's a little bit of a complex algorithm, and it takes a little bit of time to calculate, but that's basically where it comes down to. This app is trying to give you the most accurate idea as to when players are actually being selected on the draft. And when it comes to other features of my app, like draft mode, when draft mode breaks the list down round by round, we really want those numbers to be accurate. And if you've watched any of my videos, you'll see that and on a relative basis, it is very accurate. When I say, oh, we need to target this player, this player, this player, and this player, usually most of them are then available on that next pick. And that's the way the app works best, is when we have accurate ideas as to when players are coming off the board, because then you can strategize as to when you need to take them. So that's basically how it works. Like I said, I invite you to please go to my website, check out the app, try it out for yourself. Try it out. You can sign up for a free membership, try it out on a Yahoo mock, and see what you think. I'm telling you, it's going to totally change your game on draft day. You are going to be armed with the best information possible. It's going to help you dominate that draft. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great day. This is Jimmy Maverick, and happy drafting, everybody.